From the very beginning of this NBA season, if there's one storyline nobody saw coming, it's the unbelievable rise of Pat Spencer. Yes, Pat Spencer, the former lacrosse superstar who walked away from one sport where he was already a legend, only to chase a dream that seemed almost impossible. And somehow, someway, he's standing on an NBA floor right now, wearing a Golden State Warriors uniform, scoring Real NBA buckets, and proving to the world that sometimes, the craziest dreams are the ones worth chasing. Today, we're diving deep into the incredible journey of Pat Spencer, the moment that shocked the Warriors fanbase, and how his rise happened just as another massive headline shook the NBA world. LeBron James' unbelievable streak finally ending, even though the Lakers still walked away with the win. Two stories unfolding on the same night, two historic moments, and two fanbases left sitting on the edge of their seats. Pat Spencer's story doesn't begin like a normal NBA rookie. In fact, it doesn't begin in basketball at all. Years ago, while most future NBA players were grinding through AAU circuits, elite showcases, and college hoops, Spencer was slicing through defenses on a lacrosse field. He wasn't just good, he was iconic. A true superstar in a sport where his name echoed everywhere. By the end of his college lacrosse career, he had awards stacked higher than most athletes could even dream of. But then, at the peak of his dominance, when the entire lacrosse community expected him to become a long-term pro and maybe even the face of the sport for a decade, he made a decision that left everyone stunned. He walked away. He chose the one path nobody expected. He said, "I'm going to try to play professional basketball." At the time, fans laughed. Analysts doubted. Scouts rolled their eyes. They said it was impossible. They said it was too late. They said transitioning from lacrosse to basketball at a professional level just can't happen in this era. But Pat Spencer didn't care. He didn't listen. He trained, he pushed, he traveled the G League path, he took every practice like it was his last chance. And the Warriors, an organization known for spotting hidden gems, decided to give him a real shot. Still, respected or not, it didn't guarantee anything. It didn't promise minutes. It didn't promise a role. But it was enough for him. Enough to fuel him. Enough to make him fight harder. And then, the moment finally came, the night he stepped onto an NBA court and started putting up real points. Not garbage time points. Not desperation shots. Real, confident, decisive scoring. The basketball world looked up. Suddenly, this wasn't a sideshow. This wasn't a cute story. This was a player showing he belonged. And when the Warriors fan base realized what they were watching, social media erupted. From "Is this real?" to "Pat Spencer is him," to "the Warriors found another hidden weapon." Even players around the league started noticing the intensity he brought when he touched the court. He moves with hunger, with urgency, like a man who understands that every possession is a gift. While all of this was happening, while Warriors fans were falling in love with the underdog story of a lifetime, the NBA had another dramatic twist unfolding across the country. LeBron James, the 20-year superstar who has defied time, gravity, age, and every expectation ever placed on him, finally saw one of his longest, most unbelievable streaks come to an end. For years upon years, LeBron had maintained a scoring consistency that nobody in league history had touched. No ups or downs, no random quiet nights, just dominance. Every game, every season. But on this night, the streak was over. His scoring run stopped. It was the kind of stat that people didn't even think about anymore, because it felt like it would never end. It felt automatic. It felt permanent. But here's the twist: despite LeBron's streak ending, the Lakers still secured the win. And that's the part that really shook fans. Because in a league where everything seems to revolve around LeBron's greatness, seeing the team succeed on a night where he wasn't the focal point, that opened up a brand new conversation. Suddenly, fans and analysts were asking, is this Lakers team becoming deeper? Are they becoming more reliable even without LeBron having to do everything? Is this the type of win that builds championship confidence? The reaction was massive. Lakers fans were relieved. Some were even excited, saying this might be a blessing in disguise. Meanwhile, critics, haters, and doubters took the opportunity to stir drama, suggesting maybe LeBron looked tired, maybe he's slowing down, maybe this is the beginning of a decline. Whether true or not, the storyline created waves immediately. Now, connecting these two stories, Pat Spencer rising from obscurity and LeBron James facing a rare moment of human vulnerability, you get a fascinating picture of the NBA right now. The league is shifting. Old legends are nearing the twilight of their careers, and new faces, unexpected faces, are stepping into the spotlight. Think about this for a second. A former lacrosse icon is scoring in the NBA at the exact same time the greatest player of this generation finally saw one of his historic streaks snap. It's almost poetic, one story beginning, another one changing course. Fans can feel it. Something new is taking over the league. And for the Warriors specifically, Pat Spencer's rise couldn't come at a better time. Golden State is in a season full of pressure, full of questions, full of uncertainty. The dynasty isn't over, but it's evolving. The roster is changing, the system is shifting, and Steve Kerr is searching for the right pieces to build the next generation Warriors identity. To see a player like Pat Spencer come in and bring spark, energy, effort, and unexpected scoring is exactly what this franchise needed. Every time he drives to the basket, every time he hits a jumper, every time he dives for a loose ball, you can see the Warriors bench react with genuine excitement. That's how you know it's real. NBA players don't fake enthusiasm. If they're celebrating you, it means they believe in you. Even Stephen Curry has had moments of appreciation, noticing Spencer's intensity, his movement without the ball, his willingness to do the dirty work. And Warriors fans? They might be the most excited of all. Because this is vintage Warriors energy, finding an unknown player, developing him, and watching him turn into a weapon. It's the same DNA that discovered guys like Kent Bazemore, Juan Toscano Anderson, Gary Payton II, and many others. The Warriors love underdogs. Their fans love underdogs. And Pat Spencer, with his story, his grind, and his fire, is the ultimate underdog. Meanwhile, back on the Lakers' side, the conversation is shifting as well. LeBron's streak ending didn't cause panic, but it did raise the question of how much longer he can sustain elite production every single night. At 40 years old, putting up superstar numbers shouldn't even be possible. Yet he's doing it. And still, the weight of carrying a franchise at his age is enormous. On nights when he doesn't score like usual, the Lakers need to prove they can pick up the slack. And the fact they won this game shows they're capable of more than just relying on LeBron's greatness. It shows they can be resilient. It shows they can win ugly. It shows they can survive without perfection. This might be the formula the Lakers have been missing. This might be the sign of a deeper, stronger roster forming around LeBron and Anthony Davis. Because if they can win on nights when LeBron isn't LeBron, then suddenly, the ceiling becomes higher. The narrative changes. The potential becomes real. For Warriors fans, LeBron's streak ending created mixed emotions. Some enjoyed seeing the Lakers' king fall back to earth for a moment. Some saw it as a reminder that even the greatest have limits. Others looked at it from a more strategic angle, thinking about how the Western Conference landscape is shifting. Every small change in superstar performance affects playoff matchups, seeds, and expectations. And his journey also speaks to something the Warriors desperately need right now: players who are hungry. Players who are fearless. Players who aren't affected by pressure because they've already taken a path much harder than the NBA. Spencer has played on the biggest lacrosse stages. He's faced doubts from every angle. He's started over in a sport where he had zero advantage. The NBA is tough, but after everything he's been through, the pressure is nothing new. You can already imagine the